for glory. Up next, Italy take on France for bronze, right here in Kraków. Hello and welcome to the Tauron Arena here in Kraków. Clayton Lucas with you as we come down to the last two matches of this year's World League. And what a spectacular finals we've witnessed. What a spectacular year it's been for the World League. And as the fans settle in and get ready, so too, hopefully you are at home, getting settled in and strapped into your seats for what should be a couple of roller coaster matches. We're going to start things off with France up against Italy for the bronze medal. Both teams missing out on their chance to get to the final, and for France, well, they desperately want to get on the podium, don't they? They won't be able to defend the title they won last year against Serbia. Instead, they're up against Italy and a chance to get a bronze medal. Italy missed out on their chance to get into the finals as well at the hands of Serbia. Haven't been into a final for 12 years, Italy. And it's another year with that opportunity gone. Players that'll be looking to get on the podium then for Italy. Zaitsev and Lanza have been pretty good. Birarelli through the middle, the captain, has also played well. But you just wonder whether or not coach Blengini will put some of the bench on. For Laurent Tilly, he has been pleasantly surprised, I think, with the way his team have played. Even though they haven't made it through to the final, it was a gutsy performance against Brazil in the game in the semi-final, where they didn't make it, unfortunately for them, but it really was an epic encounter. And if you didn't see that game and you are looking for a volleyball match to watch perhaps after these two, then go and watch that one. It was something spectacular. Teams have finished their warm-up and will be coming out onto court very shortly. France, there is injury news for them. Benjamin Toniutti went over on his ankle in the semi-final against Brazil, and Laurent Tilly's decided that he doesn't want to risk him for this game. So whilst he was warming up, and he has been setting, the news is he will not play, and that means that number 13, Pierre Pujol, will be the starting setter today and the only setter as far as things go. Even though the captain, Ben Toniutti, is available, he won't be playing unless he really has to. So the team's out onto court. It's time then for the anthems for both of them, starting with France, finishing with Italy.
And now, the national anthem of Italy. Witamy obie reprezentacje.
Formalities over, and we are just moments away from the start of this bronze medal match. Before we see who's coming out onto court for both teams, we're going to meet the referees today, and the charismatic Jiang Liu from China is the first referee today. Very famous referee in China and throughout the world of volleyball, and he'll be ably assisted by Egypt's Nasser Shaban. Wish those two the best of luck. And as we say, we know if they've had a good game because we won't notice them. Our attention will just be on the volleyball, won't it?
Wyjściowe składy obu drużyn. Prezentację rozpoczynamy od reprezentacji Francji.
France it will be to come out onto court first. As I mentioned, Toniuti not starting, so that means it will be Anton Rousier, number 4, in the opposite slot. Number 9, Erwin Engepet is going through the outside. Leroux, number 10, through the middle. Le Goff, number 14, through the middle, and number 16, Marechal, is through the outside. This is how they line up. Grebenikov, number 2, libero. One player we haven't seen on court at all for France has been Kevin Tilly, the other libero, number 7. He won't be going to the Olympic Games with France, and neither will Horacio de Almeida, number 15. And as such, we haven't actually seen hardly any of it. We've seen a little bit of de Almeida this tournament, but nothing at all of Tilly. And now Italy it is who come out onto court. It's the strongest team that Blengini can put out. Wantarena going through the outside, number 5. Number 6, Gianelli is setting. Number 9, Zaitsev in the opposite slot. Number 10, Lanza is through the outside. And the middle blockers, 14, Piano, and 15, the captain, Birarelli. Colaci comes out first, the libero, Massimo Colaci, number 13. The other libero, Salvatore Rossini, number 7, will feature at some point. That's how Italy are lining up. They've got Wantarena at position 1. And they've lined up, so that means Zaitsev and Engepeth are going to have an interesting battle against each other today. The referee is happy with the rotations. The liberos have come in. Well, we can get this one underway. Captain on court for France is Pierre Pujol, number 13. It's France in red serving, Italy in white receiving this, the bronze medal match from the FIVB Volleyball World League Finals here in Poland. And the first point goes the way of Italy with their side out, and that sends Piano back to serve. Engepeth goes up against Lanza. Lanza winning that battle. See what Italy have done. They've lined up what they feel is their best blockers against Engepeth. Lanza one side, Zaitsev the other. I'm just saying that Wantarena's a pretty good blocker as well. Piano goes back to serve. He's been a substitute for this tournament, but he's got a run out today ahead of Simone Butti, number 11. So he'll be hoping to impress Blengini, keep his place on court. Oh, top dig, but that won't be coming back. That was a belter, wasn't it, from Rousier? Good work from Engepeth. He pinned Lanza. He gets off the net. Probably not as far as he would have liked to. He didn't get a decent body position, and then Gianelli couldn't get it. Just a ping to the line from Wantarena, dealt with by Pujol. And it's another block for Italy. Rousier put down by Birarelli. Nice up. Talk about a nice up. Normally say nice dig, nice up. I mean, nice up in the air from Leroux. He's miles up there, wasn't he? They just ping up, getting their shirt numbers above the height of the net. These guys on it. Very, very impressive. If you can get to watch a game of volleyball at this level, and you can get to a venue and watch it, you have to go and watch it. Television's great. It brings us the replays. It brings us angles and slow motions. but it doesn't in any way equate to the height, the power, the speed of which this volleyball is being played at. Well, the ball is in. Ball's miles in. So, for some reason, they're going to challenge it. Ball in out. It was given us out. There you go, in. Now, the new challenge system technology that's here for these finals is absolutely stunning, and it brings us real-time tracking. The cameras that are around the court, we know what they're about, but they've got cameras now. There's a foot fault from Lanza that are up and can see the whole court and track the ball from every contact as it moves around, so you get complete view of what's happening, where the ball's going. Wow, it's a massive foot fault. And actually, there's no operator intervention at all on tracking ball in out now. It's all done in real time by the computer. The video picks it up, tracks it, plots it. They've even worked out from testing how much of the ball impacts on the floor, the surface area, how it impacts as well. And something interesting that came about from that was the fact that when the ball is hit straight down, yes, it impacts, and almost to the circumference of the ball itself. That's how big a ball mark it makes. But one thing they also discovered, as we see this ball going down the front of Piano, is the ball, as it comes on an angle and it's hit hard, and it looks like it might well be out on the first. Once it impacts, it can impact backwards as well, even though it's travelling forwards and spread out on the floor, and can therefore and then catch the line. So a ball to the naked eye that looks to be long is being found from the tracking system technology, the video, and the way the ball is compressing is actually catching the line. It's a fantastic piece of kit that's being used, and it's not only bringing us unequivocal evidence of ball in, ball out, it's also able to bring us a whole range of new stats now in terms of where the ball is being served to, where the sets are being set from and how high they're going. Also reaction times as well, from impact to impact. Now that can be from serve to pass, it can be from spike to the floor, it can be from spike to block and then block to the floor. And we will see a few of those pop up during the course of the match in terms of reaction times, and generally they're less than 0.2 of a second, which is quite phenomenal. Plus we're also seeing the service speeds as well, which are given in kilometres now. I think the hardest or the fastest we've seen so far is up at 118. That's a net fault by Juan Tauron, is it? No, it's gone the other way. So all square. The 19-year-old, hard to believe, isn't it? He's just 19 years of age, playing for the Italian national team, playing in Italy, one of the best leagues in the world. But 19 years of age. And you think he'd been playing for many years prior to that. One of the toughest positions on court, the setter, as you try to organise and sort out what you need to do, organising your team. That's a great pickup, isn't it? One for the cameras from Lanza, and a perfect swan dive from him, keeping his chin off the floor. Cheeky little throw from Engapeth. Leg off with the serve for France. Pujol thinks that's in. It's been given out by the lines judge and the referee, but they're going to challenge it. I'll be more tempted to call for the carry, I think, from Pujol as he jumped and threw that one deep into the corner. So what is the challenge system telling us? Oh, it has just clipped it. Well, there you go. Challenge proving correct. Engapeth liking that first technical timeout. France lead by 1.
Posto 1 lo vedete abbastanza chiuso, che non ha chiaramente la parallela libera, l'1 venga dentro perché quella palla spinta lì la può prendere solo l'1, ok? Perché il 4 deve venire giù la diagonale stretta, va bene? Quella è la prima cosa. La seconda cosa, sui centrali.
Il attaque vraiment au fond de terrain. Avec 2 bloqueurs ou un bloqueur, le dôme bloqueur, chez nous en défense, on essaie de s'arrêter aux 3 mètres. D'accord? On essaie de s'arrêter aux 3 mètres. Marèche et Arvin, et on laisse Génia un peu plus de liberté là. Ok?
This is the view from the rail cam that runs right along the side of the court, on top of the advertising hoardings. We also have some terrific shots from that, and some terrific shots as well from the super slow-mo camera that's been used here at this tournament. And if you are watching from a comfy armchair, maybe you might still be watching in bed, although it depends where in the world you are, or you're sat out in the garden perhaps, watching it on your laptop, whatever it might be. We are getting some spectacular imagery of what is some great volleyball. And Engapeth's determined, isn't he, to bring back the windmill, hashtag 80s volleyball. But that one didn't work, and it's Italy who take the point. Italy turning around the deficit into an advantage now as they go one ahead, nowhere for Engapeth to go. Ginelli's backcourt, can't get up there, can't block it, can't be seen to be part of the block either. And that becomes an easy throw down for Engapeth. Zaitsev gets the spike away before Engapeth can finish his block. Well, as good a player as Engapeth is, and we can't argue with that, he's a world-class player. We would have to say, and in part people say, yeah, he's a great free thinker, but having watched him this week, and when you take your eye off the ball and you watch what he's up to, I have to say, with the greatest of respect, he's a tad lazy at times. Don't see him really getting into good positions to spike. When you see those windmill swings and other things he does, generally that's because he's not in a good position, because he's been watching the play and not getting into a good attacking position. But obviously, for most of us who just watch the ball and then suddenly see him doing these things, thinking, wow, that's amazing. But in part, it causes him problems, as we see that great swing from Zaitsev. The problems that Engapeth then has is, at this level, you've got 3 blockers against you, you've got 2 blockers against you. You might be getting yourself ahead of the ball because you haven't prepared properly. And as a result of that, you do have to improvise. Ball's been given as in. It's going to be a challenge. Bearing in mind the ball impacts now, and so much so that it's worked out that it is pretty much the circumference of the ball that will impact and compress down onto the floor. The chances are it's going to be in, isn't it? I mean, the ball's quite big. It's not that tiny little bottom part of the ball that hits the floor. It is to start with, but then the ball compresses down, and that's what the rules say now. Any part of the ball touching any part of the line is in. Excellent timing from Wentorena, coming over the top of Birarelli, but just around the outside of him as well. So even if LaRue doesn't commit, he stands there, he still has to make a lateral movement. That's the good thing about running the backcourt pipe. You don't want to run it directly over your middle blocker. You want to run it to the side of him, one side or the other, because that does mean any commit, and you've got a big space to go into. any non-commit, the blocker still has to make a lateral movement to try and get to the ball. Nothing between the teams at the moment then, except for that 2-meter 43 net. Net touch from France. Good work by Maréchal. Gianelli. Gianelli plays for Trentino Volley, along with Lanza and Colacci, who were the dominant force in Italian volleyball for some time. They only finished third in the Superliga this year, but they did go into the playoffs, but they weren't champions. And in fact, Caccini-Lube Volley, who Grebenikov for France plays for, along with Juan Torreira of Italy. They actually won the league in regulation, as it were, finishing top with 59 points, 120, lost 2. However, they were beaten in the final by Modena in the playoffs, as Puyol puts down Zaitsev. And we head into the technical now, France leading by 1 again. It's an interesting league in Italy. Just winning it in the regular season doesn't mean you've won it. There's a playoff.
Scomodi, non la passino e non chiudano il colpo, dopo cade la copertura, no! E dopo salta tutto, ok? Questo è un obiettivo che ci dobbiamo dare. Meno chiusi lì sotto, che non riusciamo a muoverci, pronti e avanzare. Abbiamo un po' di tecnica.
Quand tu retombes, t'as pas de temps dans le final. Les 2 points, j'ai l'impression que c'est pas du tout. Ça va venir, ça va venir. Il est bien le relais. Regarde, donc. C'est bon, let's go.
Well, Zaitsev let loose on that one, didn't he? His aerodynamic hairdo helping get past Pujol. Wasn't going to be blocking him again, and Maréchal wasn't going to be digging him. Good cover from Zaitsev. Lanza. Unable to find the line. He has another look, but a bit late for a challenge now. You'd expect that to have been put away from Lanza, or at least gone block out. That's a bread and butter swing for a 4-hitter of his quality. Or rather, it should have been. but he's just out-muscled Rousier. It's good that the joust is brought back in and it's allowed to continue. You can have that little chest press at the net. Rousier losing that one. Well, Leroux couldn't put it down with a swing, so he decided to do it with a block. Nicely done from Birarelli, deep to the corners, a la Lucas Satkamp of Brazil. You look at the base positions of the players, look where Grebennikov is. You can't defend that. That's why there's little point or little value for middle blockers trying to pump the 3-meter line or 5 and 1, the traditional sense of the word, because that's where every team sets up. If you can get up and hit deep to the corners, the chances are you're more likely to be successful. Big, hard, heavy hit from Marechal. He plays here in Poland for Skra Bełchatów. Timeout called by Italy. Even Stevens so far. But something will have to give.
Ok, quindi all'ultimo quel colpo lì alla parallela, non lasciarla passare troppo, se no ti finisce fuori che sta cadendo. Ok? Va bene, lì, quella palla lì, lo vedi lì e fai questo. Ok, ci siamo in difesa. Ci siamo in difesa. Dai,
Interesting, I don't speak Italian, I don't profess to, but watching Blengini talking to Lanza about what it looked like, his last hit where he missed the sideline. But just wonder how much of that is useful information to Lanza right now. How much of what Blengini's just said is what might be referred to as redundant information. Lanza is a professional volleyball player playing for his country. He knows how to go up, fix cross court and hit the line. Does he need reminding of it? Probably not. Was there anything else Blengini could have done, or did he just want to call the timeout just to have that chat and just stop Leroux from doing what he did? Either way, though, if he was going to be bringing Lanza off, this would have been the time to have a chat with him about that and then get some other information to the team about what's coming next. But each coach does their own thing in their own way. And it's all about finding what works, isn't it? As Antonov gets that ball in. And he might make a dig. Will it come back, or just a little bit too far away for Colaci to safely go after the ball? Goff goes up, Birarelli getting his hands into position late. If he'd have kept him above his head to start with, then jumped, he'd have been there quicker and he got a better touch, wouldn't he? Obviously easy to say when you stood or sat watching. Pierre Pujol's going to be under a bit of pressure. He's only 1.86 m, but he does block at 3.15 m. That's 2.43 m. That time, Vial gets the better of Wantarena. Well, he enjoyed that, didn't he? Wantarena having a little look through, thinking, I can't believe I've been blocked by him. Well, he better believe it. All square again, Marechal for France. Very nice. Ginelli's front row. So too is Pujol here, so will he go and do the same again? Will he go over on 2? Fascinating encounter potentially now between the setters. Ginelli. Doesn't need to because Gianelli can't find the court. Yanil coming in. He'll replace the Goff to serve. Yanil the lefty. Solid block out from Tauron. So the Rezovia Rezov player, Daniel goes off, Legov comes back in. Pujol with the serve. Well, Pujol's back row, Piano jump with him. Why did he jump with a backcourt player? Only Piano knows. And it just gives a one-on-one for Engapev to smash it to the line. Set point. Timeout called by Italy.
Non arriviamo tardi con lui, soprattutto se c'è la base 1. Ok? Ragazzi, la gestione della battuta in abbinamento alla tattica, i centrali ce l'hanno chiara. Gestiamo e andiamo sul ricevitore che abbiamo detto. E
And France take the first set, overpass dispatched by Engapev. And France lead by 1-0. Confirmation of the set score, 25-23. France pulling that one out of the bag, just where they needed to, in what was a very even first set, wasn't it, score-wise, right up to that point. there were calls for it to be in, but then when it comes to making the decision as to challenge or not, Italy deciding better of it. Larue now goes back to serve. He's got an excellent jump serve when he gets it going. Hasn't yet got it going. Zaitsev unable to get into the power line. He was a little late to react at all, wasn't he? Well, he's waited for his opportunity, has Pujol. Gianelli did it in the first set, went over the second touch. Pujol's done it here in the second. And he's caught Italy by surprise. That's what you call a big serve. Lanza turned by the ball. Tauron up and waiting for that one as it came to him on a flat line. And he's just able to pop it down wherever he wants. France think the ball was in. What does the challenge system think? It was so far in, it was only teeny weeny weensy bit out. Flung wide, and somehow Rousier gets the ball down. Italy dragging it back with them. And as we were in set one, France have the lead at the technical timeout.
Thank you.
Italy just seem to be struggling a little bit, don't they, with the ball, with the serve. That was a pretty tame effort. So much so that Bangini decided Wantarena can go and sit down and think about leaving that last ball. And that brings Antonov in. Oleg Antonov is a Trentino volleyball player along with Lanza. His serve now. Half the battle is being able to keep your shoulders, your body line facing back towards the net when you have to make a dig. Seems that that weight of the ball is able to turn players away from the net. It's quite incredible, really. Well, it was the height of that set that actually allowed Italy to get the block out and get set and get up and get ready and then get across. Marshall gets put down. Again, that's another defensive issue for Italy. Zaitsev's covering down the line, but he's got himself stuck behind the shadow of the block here. Doesn't make a move out. The line's free, the line's available. He needs to come out, cover that. But he's having to dive very late. Made no real movement. The hand was up early. Sometimes it's so difficult, you can see what's happening. Not that easy to actually physically get yourself to move in time. That one in between Marichal and the Goff, a little bit of an inquisition between those two as to, did you have that? No, I thought you had that. Neither one of them got it. A slow motion hit from Marichal does the business. Lanza can't believe it. Zaitsev hasn't dug that. What's Zaitsev doing? It's just a tame roll, slight deflection again. So that's an area where the line's been sealed, and question where Zaitsev stood. Should he be stood where he was, or should he be splitting that sideline, ready for exactly that kind of ball, which is going to go off the block? I'm sure there are coaches watching who would quite happy where Zaitsev was, and other coaches thinking, well, maybe he should have been splitting the line, maybe he should have been setting up for an off-speed shot, because there was never a hard hit going to come with the way the block was set up. That's the beauty of volleyball, isn't there? For every suggestion, there's always another one. Every answer, there's another one. Oh, now Pujal's gone 2-1 up in the front court setter, putting the ball over onto little match that I thought might ensue once one setter does it. Ginelli's front row here as well. He's got Piano and he's got Antonov. Plus he's got Zaitsev at 10 to come and have a swing, and possibly Lanza on the pipe. Engapeth keeps it in play, but takes himself out of the play, and then Piano got himself out of position. The ball was not going to be coming back really to Engapeth, using that positive set to go behind and speed play up. Where on earth was Piano? Good ball in. The Goff feeling that he had to go with Ginelli because he could go over on two. Didn't want that to happen, and that just freed up Matti Piano to put this one away as a result. Pujol, no chance of stopping anything. Well, Italy wanted a double touch off the set. They get the block anyway, and they've drawn level. Setters will get away with that. And then Zaitsev doesn't let Engapeth play it. But if he had touched that first, that should have been France's ball, as it was on their side, but the referee judging that Engapeth got on there first. Ginelli with the serve. Well, they're going to challenge the back attack. So I don't think is Marichal. Just trying to work out if Marichal is at one. Because they've called him for a back attack. So the foot fault challenge. It would be irrelevant if Marichal's at two. Was it Rousier, wasn't it? Sorry, Rousier. Marichal, I thought, was at one. Oh no, anyway, he's taken off way behind it. So there is no fault, so they play a let. There was a referee who made the call, so you have to play the let. So an incorrect challenge, Blengini's not happy. The ball was blocked anyway, wasn't it? The point was down. Was the ball down already? Oh, if you're watching at home, I guess if the ball was down and then they've challenged whether it was a fault or not, then you just get the point, don't you? If the ball's still in play then it's a let. So it's a do-over, 15-all. Ginelli serves again. And this time Italy do take the point. Ginelli with a big celebration, and Italy lead by one at the technical timeout. Domenikov expecting it to go to his left and wasn't ready for it coming right.
Allez, on continue, c'est le match qui va durer, les gars. Hein. Le match, il va durer. Donc on se prépare dans la tête à ce que ça dure. Ok? Ça dure, on est dur. Allez, allez,
Va bene, quella è la prima cosa. La seconda cosa, insisto, ok? Con Engapeth, se l'uno non vede molta parallela libera, deve andare dentro perché quelle pallette le deve prendere lui. Vai raga!
Unforced error from France. Italy now 2 in front as a result of that. Antonov's done very well, hasn't he, since coming on? Touch by Italy. Piano getting caught in it like a big salmon. Unable to get to it in time. Well, yes, they did. Play continues. How did that not hit the floor? I thought that hit the floor. It hits the floor now, and France take the point. Well, that was incredible. I was sure that ball was down. Oh, it's miles down. And look at that, Puyol's even stopped. I don't think France could believe that. Wow. You can't challenge ball up, ball down. Pujol knew he didn't get it. He was there on his hands and knees, wasn't he? He wasn't even watching. He thought it was all over. But credit, I tell you what, fair play. Marichal thought, I'll tell you, I'll just scoop it over. Let's carry on, shall we? Awesome. Well, that'll be a talking point, won't it? Especially if France go on and win this set. It was making me think for a minute. I think, oh, sure that ball was down. Rally's over. Let's have another look. It was... well, I shouldn't laugh, but it's so far down. It's just one of those things. But in all fairness and in total and utter defence to the referee, it's right under his nose. And the speed at which that happened, he's looked down and seen the hand come through and saw, oh yeah, he's got it.
Ok, per controllare questi palloni che sono medi alla parallela.
So a cheeky point from France, that's for sure. Looking for a touch, and they're going to challenge block touch. Zaitsev convinced. Did he see something though, or did he hear something? I think Tilly's still chuckling about that point that France won when the ball hit the floor but didn't hit the floor. There goes Engapest's little finger. He knew it. Incredibly, well, he's been given us 4 touches this time. That was a magnificent swing, wasn't it, from Zaitsev? There's 1, 2, 3, and quattro.
21 punkty dla reprezentacji Francji. 21-20.
Well, France got themselves a 1-point lead. They lead by 1-0. If they can sneak this one, they'll fancy their chances of getting it done in 3, won't they?
5, se la lanci con un approccio che ti va bene, preferisco che cerchiamo lui, ok? L'altra cosa, per favore, almeno la flotte proviamo sull'assalto più complicato a non far ricevere il libero, ok? Va bene? Poi la scelta andava bene, anche la difesa,
Despair from Birarelli. He looks around to his teammates to say, come on lads, who's going to play it? It's a tip ball. Colaci though saw Ginelli run after that, and that's made him stop. That's classic, that is, when you get the setter running in, then trying to run to a position, putting everybody else off. If you go, you've got to commit. Well, that was a wild one, wasn't it, from Leroux? Luca Vittori in to serve for Lanza. Marichal gets the block out. France are edging closer to taking the set. And they're getting closer still. Zaitsev tries to tip it, and he's denied. It's set point now for France. They hung in the air for a while, didn't they, Marichal and Le Goff? Trying to see if there's a net fault. Didn't look like it. The other thing as well, that ball was thrown down pretty quickly, so they have to get that in conjunction with the ball being down at any touch. And there is no touch. Well, that's it. Set's done and dusted. France have taken it, and they lead by 2-0. 25-23, 25-21. Team's going to go take an extended break until he could do with it. Ginelli smashing the advertising hoardings with his towel as he walks off. Italy are frustrated at the moment, to say the least. France, well, they're all smiles as they head back to the dressing room for a cup of tea and a slice of cake as we have a look at the highlights. there the stats from the set. Just looking at there. Oh, wow. Well, looking at that, Italy were given 12 points from France from errors, and yet France won because they out-attacked Italy. Stats, just, I don't know, you make of them what you want at times, can't you? The only one that really matters, I suppose, is the top one that says France 2, Italy nothing. If you want to get involved, please do at FIVB Volleyball or hashtag FIVB World League. And if you're going to get on the hashtag FIVB World League, keep it pleasant, please.
Dziękuję bardzo. Dziewczyny, do zobaczenia w następnej przerwie. Miasto Kraków ufundowało dla Państwa sporo niespodzianek, m.in. te w postaci piłek Lukasa. Z tego co widzę, to strzelec wyborowy jest gotowy, tylko reaguje na słuch. To nie wszystko widzi.
And they've managed to sneak 2 sets. But will the long break have helped Italy? Or will it have helped France? Will they just come out and take this one? We've seen plenty of teams get 2-0 up, go to the break, and then come out and it's gone to 5. As a neutral, we want the 5. If you're French, you want it done in 3. If you're Italian, you want it done in 5. Let's find out. Away we go with set number 3. Pujol with the serve for France, and it's a decent serve as well. There'll be no middle attack coming. Hoisted high. Zaitsev with a bit of work to do as that comes across his body. Good hang time by Marichal, and it won't come back. And France take the opening point. Oh, that was nice. You see Pujol was having a look to see what he had behind him. However, Rouzier couldn't finish it. Zaitsev does, though. That's why he plays for Zenit Kazan. Probably one of the toughest leagues in world volleyball in Russia. Takes a lot to get an Italian to leave Italy to play volleyball. Oh dear, who shouted out? Engapeth did, and then he puts his hand up, and one hand over his mouth as to apologise. Although Grebennikov needs to know, and should know better than that, shouldn't he, than to leave it. Miles in. Good serve though, wasn't it? Going after Marichal in the way it did. Now Engapeth has to play it. Italy unhappy. Well, it's been played into the antenna by Zaitsev. It's antenna before it hits the hand, so that's not going to go Italy's way. It will go France's way. The challenge is actually, should be ball in, ball out, shouldn't it? Because the antenna is the indicator of the ball in, ball out. It's an extension of the sideline vertically. So if the ball hits that, then it's ball out. But I suppose you could say, yeah, block touch to ball out. But that ball is now going to hit the antenna before it hits the block. So it's a fault and it's ball out. Oh, Zaitsev's getting shut down. He won't be happy about that. What's Gianelli doing? Oh, more problems here for Italy. 5-2 now for France. Blengini probably will think about timeout. And that thought translates into timeout.
forte. Per favore, ho chiesto a Simone che parta un po' più staccato da rete se è prima linea. Chi è in ricezione stia più basso, teniamo staccato, giochiamo con palla staccata, mettiamo le alzate vicine alla rete, lì ci vuole intelligenza dell'attaccante a giocare, mani, copertura e la copertura.
Beth talking to the subs in the sub area, just getting them all aboard. It's all high spirits at the moment, isn't it, for Beth? Although he's now got to look at them and say, sorry, I missed that. And they're just telling him so as well. Well, the net's taking a pounding at the moment. Hasn't done anything wrong, has it? Why are they picking on that? Well, that last time out, the Italian coach Blengini, we heard him talking about being smart, didn't he? Telling the guys they need to play the ball a little bit further away from the net. Don't want to get drawn into France's block. And at this level, the players, middle blockers, are more than capable of hitting a quick ball 2, 3, 4 feet off the net, as well as the balls that go wide. Pierarelli getting into Engapeth, but couldn't stop him, and this is a really big lead for France, 8-4 at the first technical timeout, leading by 2 sets to 1 as they do, both 2 sets to 0, I should say. Rizio with the serve, and he just gives it straight back. Pierarelli, jump float serve to come from him, always to that same spot. Well watched by Gianelli, lands it. Gets the block out, interesting from Pujol, but whatever works is what is needed. And Italy come back with a block. That one telegraphed by Pujol. So Italy are back to within a point. Those of you supporting the Italians will be very happy with that. Nice work by Piano, closing down that gap between him and Big swing from Rousier. Nice height from Le Goff, wasn't it? Foot fault from Antonov. Is it to say, what, me? Are you sure? Do you have any idea who I am? Yes, you're the man who just foot faulted on the backcourt pipe. Oh, there's going to be a challenge. Well, we know the outcome of that one, though, don't we? Lanza. Very nice from Antonov. He volleyed that ball in, and then he had to get out wide, get in a good position to have the swing. One opposite for another. Wild swing from Antonov. Birarelli's asking for a touch. Gianelli saying, just go sit down. Go and sit down, it's fine. Birarelli can't quite believe it. They're just looking at him saying, no, I think the room might go away with it. Maybe he did touch it. It's all France at the moment, isn't it? Huge gap for Rousier to go into. Yeah, he doesn't make no mistake with that one. Timeout called by Italy.
Guardami, non fare questo. Dentro lì e dai una mano al centrale sulla palla in mezzo. Fuori muro dobbiamo andare con la difesa coraggiosa. Ok? Non lasciamo cadere questi palloni quando fanno variazioni. Non è ancora successo, ma non ce ne dimentichiamo. Quando Mbappé va al contrattacco con la palla veloce, è l'uno dentro per la palla.
Some more great shots from the super slow-mo. that last time out, we're listening to Blengini talking to the blockers, and in particular about the fact that they've got to stay in position. They mustn't drift past the point of impact and then get across the net, get set, get into a position. And if they're doing that, then that means the defence can work behind them. If they're floating around all over the place, it's almost impossible then for the defenders to know where to play D from. And also, the blockers are going past that point of where the ball is coming in, and it's almost impossible. Well, this is the man that Italy are trying to stop at the moment. They feel he's the real threat, but certainly not with his serving right now. Well, Leroux went up, and then he went up some more, and then he went up a little bit more, and then he hammered the ball down. And France have a healthy lead at the second technical timeout.
Ok, queste palle qua, quando loro non vanno a tutto fuoco, lì bisogna riuscire a raccattarne un paio. Ok? Stando un po' più avanti sulla prima palla, l'abbiamo già detto, e andando a terra. Ok? Cercate di interpretare.
Well, the main thrust of that last timeout from Italy was the ability to be ready on the attacks from France that aren't hard driven, the ones that are cut, the ones that are rolled. A little bit too stuck in the mud at the moment, Italy. There are opportunities to keep the ball in play, and Blengini feels they're not taking them. Those are the plays he's talking about, and look, it still isn't working, is it? That time, two players going after it, then no one else following up on the second touch. As a result, they're unable to recycle the ball. Well, France just be very happy with the way this is going at the moment, weren't they? 18-14, that one is a really good play, but that's not a good defensive position from Vettori. He doesn't need his leg straddling the line, he's got to then have his body across there so he can dig those. Vettori staying on court as the opposite player into the front row now. Gets a good touch. Well, that's more like it from France, but that ball hit Marichal, did it? As it went past, it looks like it did. It's more of what Italy were wanting, getting that ball into transition, being able to recycle it. Lanza gets the point. Italy just two back. The the youngster with the serve, just 19 years of age. Awesome dig. But it's an overpass for Engapeth to put away. Piano couldn't get anywhere near it. France have the ball back again. Well, that's where you just expected Engapeth to be able to put the ball in, but on that occasion showing us he is mortal like the rest of us. However, as a coach, you wouldn't be happy with that, would you? The ball's spinning, it's behind him, he's side onto the net. Just dig it over. Just let the other team come back at you, reset your block defense, keep the ball in play. But who's going to tell Engapeth that? No one. That time he makes up for it, puts it away. France hit the 20-point mark. Pujol with the serve. Rouzier to the front row with Leroux and Engapeth. Oh, nice continuation block from Leroux. Oh, that went close to Engapeth. Wasn't able to get a long arm onto it though. Antonov it is who gets the block out. That'll be 2 touches against Vittori. However, if it had been Gianelli stood there making the same set, it would have been play on, wouldn't it? It's a hard life when you're not a setter. Italy get their side out, but they need points from serve. They need to force the issue here. France just need to keep siding out. It's something that they've been doing with great success during the course of this match. No reason why it shouldn't continue now. And that's why Grebennikov has been superb, hasn't he? However, Engapeth not quite so superb as that one pinballed straight back into him, and Italy now just one back. France call the timeout.
Alors on joue simple, attention, il va servir fort sur la ligne ou à l'intérieur, le 6-1, d'accord? On est vigilant là-dessus. Après, étendant, il balance aussi, donc on est attentif. Soyez attentifs aux balles qui touchent le filet qui tombent derrière. Allez, allez. Ouais, il suffit pas du tout. Allez, une fixe, une fixe.
Well, I'm not sure Rouzier wanted that, but he was still able to get it off the block, was he? The referee thinks not. Italy think not. They're going to challenge it. Rouzier thinks yes. Well, challenging net fault. Well, I thought they were challenging touch. Indeed they are now, challenging block touch. Well, there you go. They are indeed. So did it touch the block as it went past? Well, indeed it did. Well, do you know what? I can't see that myself. I can't see anything moving, but I probably need to go and get some spectacles. Leroux. Well, it was over, pass was put down, it's been given as in. Looked for a minute like it might have been long, didn't it? That would have been embarrassing for Legov. But it's getting better and better here for France, 23-20. The subs bench thought there might have been a challenge coming. They realised it's been given as an ace. Oh, Leroux makes a dig, but it doesn't come back. He didn't know a great deal about it. Well, we have a challenge, but I'm not sure what for, looking at that. Okay, foot fault challenge. I wonder if they'd be able to challenge their way to the match. Well, the ball certainly will be in play because it hit Leroux and then came back towards the net. So at any point where the foot has gone across or under the net, it will be a fault. Oh, well, there you go. From the back attack, well, it was a foot fault. It wasn't a centre-line fault they were looking for. So Vettori with the foot fault, and it's now match ball for France. Leroux, is he going to go for it? He's got license to, hasn't he? He has gone for it. This is overpassed, is it? Marichal puts it down. It's all over. And France have taken the bronze medal here in Poland. They weren't able to defend their title, but they're back on the podium nonetheless. They have beaten Italy by 3 sets to love. Well, a great result for France to come out after defeat yesterday and get a victory against Italy, which was never going to be an easy game, but to have done it in 3 sets as well. 25-23, 25-21, 25-20, got better and better, didn't it, as the match went on for Les Bleus. They will be delighted with the way that's gone. Well, it's disappointment for Italy, but they'll pick themselves up and dust themselves down and get ready for the Olympic Games. Smiles all round for France. Here are the third set statistics. France out attacking Italy, equal errors. Italy made more blocks. It was just France's attacking ability that saw them through, and Italy were unable to match it. And here are the match statistics. All pretty close, really, except for the attacks, wasn't it, where France dominated. So with the stats done and dusted, let's have a look at the best scorers. Zaitsev topping for Italy, although not playing in the last set. Osmani went through as well, was out in the end, wasn't he? As the changes were rung in by Blengini, all to no avail though. And it was Antonin Rouzier who led the way, just ahead of Engapeth and Marichal for France. Here are the highlights. Irvin, congratulations on the win. What did you guys say to each other yesterday after the defeat enabled you to come out and play as well as you did today?
We speak a lot about the World Championship. When we lose the third place against Germany 2 years ago, we speak about that and we prepare this game very good. Because it was very difficult 2 years ago after losing this game against Germany. So we speak a lot about that. We prepare this game and we go with Hungary and we win 3-0.
Well, you all look very relaxed out there on court today.
Yeah, it was the secret for us because against Poland, against Serbia, also yesterday against Brazil, we play with stress. And we speak also about that. We need to play with the smile, like we play better like this, and we do this today.
Well, congratulations on the win. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Good man. Thank you. Poland, we hope you enjoyed it. From all of us, though, for now, it's time to say goodbye.